Corey has 16.
Alright, let me roll for Azalea and Clunk, because I will have to add them manually.
If he doesn't respond, it's less impactful.
Gavin.
What?
You
Don't
upset
ignore-
Core.
Yes, you have a 16. It's very nice.
Yay.
You got higher than Leo. Ooh, okay. Azalea is gonna probably be one of the later ones, because she only got a CX. She got that booty, she got that booty initiative.
She got 0.
Well, I'm trying to add it. Is my number lock thing off? No, it should be on. Why is it not letting me do it? There we go. There we go. Alright, and then for Clunk, and then we'll get our enemies in. And I will say, not all the this is not all the enemies. There are more. I will add the additional enemy type. I'm gonna basically split up the enemies based on enemy type. And I will add the additional types as we see them. Oh my goodness, Clunk. Okay, thankfully Clunk did not get a great initiative, but he is helped by the fact that he has really high initiative bonus. Because he rolled a 4, but he has a +7.
Oh, he is a rabbit, so he has a nice
Yeah, Harangon get a bonus to their initiative. Just, it's a racial trait. Alright.
And they're usually a dex class anyway, so.
Alright, let me add our mob pirates first. Let's count. Hang on. Why? Okay, there we go. I was rolling really booty. Alright. Let me, There we go. Alright, we're good to go. Farina, you see more than just these 6, you see a bunch of these vampirates climbing onto the deck, some still on the sides of the decks. You do not see the ship where they're coming from. You see they're all coming from the same direction. They almost seem to appear in mid-air, weirdly enough. And currently your allies are basically having to fend off these interlopers. What do you do?
Okay. Move
Oh, wait.
here.
Wait, that's right. It rolls that already.
Oh, maybe here. And well, I wouldn't be able to sneak before, right?
Well, at the very
Yeah.
least, none of us are surprised by the very.
Yeah, you're not surprised.
I'm surprised.
No, you're not. My dagger of warning prevents that.
Oh.
There's not really where you're at currently. There's not really a hiding place unless you wanted
that's
to.
fine. That's fine.
Yeah. Oh shit. All right. Well. All right. So I gotta roll. I'm going to roll for each of these characters because I forgot you had that.
Good start. Good start.
Yeah. No, it's smart.
You just lined them up for me, like.
Yeah, I did. I didn't think about that. Also, I didn't expect you to go first. Alright, roll deck saves. It will hit all of them.
42 damage.
That
They're all dead. Congratulations, we have completed another mission.
I will go ahead and tell you that won't kill any of them.
Now, everyone, this is where the DM is lying to us because he doesn't like the
DM
fact that we
is
won.
not- No, the DM is not lying. They have more help than that. I'm not kidding. They all okay. I rolled like booty, so they all failed. So they all, you see them covered in ice. Suddenly shot you, Farina. You kind of hop onto kind of the railing above the helm, and you stand up and you pull out this gun that has this sack associated with it, and you fire out this icy blast that covers them in ice and icicles and frostbite. And they are very much hurt. They're not out, but they are hurt a lot.
Okay, so they're not like frost resistant.
Oh wait, I missed something on the stat block.
Yes, they are.
No, I missed something else. That attack actually doesn't do anything.
Oh.
They're immune to cold damage.
Okay.
I'm not like
Yeah.
here. I promise you, and I will snip it and I will show it. I will show my.
Don't worry, I remember. I remember they are, Gavin. Don't worry.
Okay, well, just so the others are aware.
Yeah, no,
I
that's
truly
not
forgot.
I was
Yeah,
hoping
no,
you just wouldn't
that's not
remember.
unexpected.
Like, yay, that's he's not remembering.
Yeah, if that's the case, then I'm just gonna.
I just have to
use
remember
my
their other
bonus
immunities.
section to retreat.
Yeah, just to show my work. That is the. I'll even give you this information.
No, I'm
Great.
I'm not. Like I
Well-
said, I expected that. I'm just gonna retreat back here.
I trust you guys not to abuse knowing what they're vulnerable and
No, I
immune
don't
to.
have any.
Well,
radiant
I mean,
damage.
Core got a natural 20 on religion.
Core
He
would
probably knows
know.
this.
I'll go ahead and say the rest of you don't. But at the same time, I don't think any of you use beyond Core. I don't think most of you use those
No,
damage types.
When do we roll religion?
Basically, when
Uh,
I rolled it basically since.
Technically, he rolled without asking me if he could roll, but I will let him keep it.
Well, at the same time, I saw them first, so.
I will say, Sachi, you'll have to wait until your turn to do that.
Boo. Okay, so then that one doesn't count.
So I'm gonna rescind what happened, Farina. You climb up onto the railing. You fire this icy blast that covers them, but it seems like they're undamaged. They're covered in like
Okay.
ice and frost, but it does not seem to have done anything to them.
Right. Okay. So, are they like slowed or something?
No. Well, I will. Here, you know what? Because I feel bad for messing that up, I will give you this benefit. While you did not hurt them, you did freeze the deck below them, so it is covered in a slippery ice layer of ice that could potentially slip them up.
Okay. Okay.
So on their turn, they will each have to roll a dexterity saving throw to stand up. And I'll even make it the DC of your gun. So that is my fault, and I will make them suffer for it.
Yes, that's fine, man.
Yeah. So, let it be known, DMs are not infallible. We make mistakes all the time.
Oh, we
hate
know,
those.
Gavin.
Oh, don't lump me in with you.
Hear you.
Like, as Core, I am absolutely perfect in every way, and if you find some kind of fault, that is only a fault in you.
So Farina, what did you do with your bonus action, Farina?
I just retreated back.
Okay. I will say if you wanted to, like, that area there is kind of a lower area. You could, in theory, hide behind the others where you're currently at if you wanted to stealth as a bonus action.
Like here, or
Well, where you were also works. Like, you're kind of behind all of them, including Azalea, who's pretty tall. And then
Yep.
Core
Yeah,
and
I mean,
Leah's also really tall.
I've used all my actions, so I can't do anything.
You
else.
you have your bonus action.
Well, no, I moved forward, then I moved back, right?
Right, but you didn't. That was just your movement. You still have your bonus action, which you have
Okay.
as a rogue. You have a lot of uses for that with your cunning action.
Yeah, okay.
Whew.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and tell you they can't see you. You like Leo. You look to the side, and Farina's just gone somehow.
It doesn't surprise us anymore, I feel.
I know.
It's almost the
It's-
max.
Yeah,
Yep,
that's
just
literally
rolled a
like you got a
19.
19 on there. Goodness. All right. That is Farina's turn. Sachi, you are up. You see.
It's my time. My
Yep.
time.
Okay. Oh shoot. That they're not. That they're not immune to. All right. So all of them need to make intelligence. Say. Hang on. Let me look at the spell description because I want to see how. big
They have
this is.
potential at least over 2.
Yeah. No, I know that. I'm looking at like this 20-foot radius sphere, which it would encompass all of them.
Yeah, I already checked.
Yeah, it should. Let me just. I'm gonna measure just to cover. Yeah, you're good. Okay, yeah, you got
There
it.
you go.
Appreciate it. All right,
You're welcome.
so I'm gonna roll intelligence saves for all of them. I'm gonna go ahead and tell you this is a flat roll. Okay, we have one fail. Potentially. One success.
Boo.
Another failure. Another failure. And then 2 more failures. So everybody but the one in the center here failed. So each of them takes the 30 damage. And they are also they also get the other effects.
Rolls D6 and subtracts the number rolled from all of the ability checks as well as Constitution saving throws. Maintain concentration. Oh.
Yep. This is a doozy of a spell.
Yep.
I like it.
It is a
Yeah,
good spell.
but
So,
yeah, or the spear or whatever is a little bit better, but
but it only hits one target. That's the thing.
Yep.
This is
Oh, I
more
know.
spread damage.
yep.
But yeah. So you see 5 of them. Like as you. Well, how does Sachi cast this? Because this is Sachi's first time using this, I think.
I don't think that's that might be true.
It's a 5th level spell, so I wouldn't be surprised.
Damn. Put me on the spot here, Gavin. Sachi does like a backflip.
Okay. Sachi
Does
does
a backflip while doing it.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay.
Sachi does Sachi like a Fortnite emote.
and
Backflips.
And kisses Turtle Boy on the cheek.
Oh, okay. And as she does that, she holds out her hand, and you see this like purple static come out and hit one and spread out to the rest of them, and they all kind of groan as they're hit with this static in their actual brains. One of them seems to shake it off. The others are kind of just like lurching back and forth. Their minds muddled. That is your action. You have your bonus action.
Use Mantle of Inspiration.
Okay. So you Mantle of Inspiration. I'm assuming you're hitting everybody. Well, it's up to your well, actually, it's up to your charisma modifier, and I think you have a +5, so you
Oh,
can
yeah.
use 5.
I believe in Turtle Boy so much, I don't even think he needs it.
Dang.
So I get one
Okay,
shot.
so everybody but Leo gets everybody but Leo gets 5 temporary hit points.
No,
and
it's
you
more.
can-
Isn't it more than 5? It's relative to my level or something.
Oh, yeah, that's right. It's you guys are level
11.
12. So yeah, everybody but Leo gets 11 temporary hit points.
You don't need that,
Uh,
right, Turtle Boy? You don't need temporary hit points?
I don't think I can be.
Looks at Leo's HP total. Leo probably would be the one that needs it the most, but
And then we get the movement. I'm gonna stand right behind Clunk.
everybody gets to they can move up to their movement as a reaction if you would like to, but it will expend your reaction. So
Doesn't matter to me
Three.
'cause I'm getting back next turn. Where exactly does the frost go to, actually?
that's good. Yeah, let me draw that.
Because I want to be a little bit
Let's-
careful with that.
Let me get the cone for that. Is a 30. Shoot. It doesn't say. Why did I not put that in there? Oh, it's 30 foot. Why does it say 30 foot damage? That's weird. Okay, it's a 30-foot cone. Oh, come back here. Alright, so I need the cone. You were here, so 30 feet. So like that. So let me draw a cone. Well, let me... Does it not... Why is cone not an option for this? That's dumb. Okay. We'll just do... up. Yes, thank you.
You said 30 foot?
Yeah, it would have been probably about here, so we'll do it like this.
All you have to do is set it to linger.
That's true. Okay, we'll do it. Yeah, we'll do it like that.
So,
Alright. So the ice is kind of covering that area.
so your area or the cone area?
My area.
In that case, I will definitely be wanting to take that extra movement.
Yep. I will say that is going to be the one downside to that is that walking on ice is technically difficult terrain.
And also slippery terrain.
All right. So I think Clunk is going to stay put, but I think Azalea is going to move. 5. How much movement does she get? Cause she 35 movement. Okay. 5, 10, 15, 25, 35. Okay, perfect. All right. Okay, Sachi, do you have anything else? Well, you used your bonus action in your action. You still technically have your movement, but I'm assuming you're gonna stay where you're at.
Yeah.
All right. Core, you're up.
Alright, I will go one more. And as Core walks that last 5 feet, little hammers will start glowing and swirling around him.
I had a feeling.
Let's see, radius 15 feet. This will only show from me, but that hits all but the 2 on the far side.
Okay.
Give me one moment to actually click the button. Where are you? Where are you? Where are you? There you are. So 21 damage, and the spell save is 17.
All right. This is okay. It is 21 okay, so it's 21 damage.
Radiant damage.
Yep. Now I'm trying to technically they do have to roll for this. I was trying to calculate if I needed to roll for some of these to survive. Technically I do, because they have a
They should have-
chunk of HP.
They should have more than, like, what, 50 HP, so I don't think you have too much to worry about.
Well,
Don't remember
okay,
how much
first
more,
one-
but I'm almost positive more than
first
50.
one, second one, third one. Oof, they all 4 of them failed. So that will be. Let me just get rid of a few. This one, the middle one is because. Oh wait,
Are these vampires or vampire spawns?
they're their own stat block called Vampirates. It's from a. It's from the Spelljammer book.
Oh. Huh. I was thinking they were full vampires.
Oh, okay. So the one in the middle is looking very rough. They're still up, but not by much.
Alright. So as Kor stops walking, Kor will then raise his hammer in midair, and while that is happening, a shadowy image of him will show up right here. And as he brings his hammer down, it'll hammer onto that one. I'm using damn it, what's that name? Action Surge.
Okay, I was confused for a second there.
So yeah, I'm using Action Surge and also using my bonus action to activate my shadow. And my shadow will appear right in between all 3 of them, and kind of as I'm attacking. So I get 2 attacks. But Green Flame Blade cannot be utilized in this, I think. I need to look up the exact wording for Green Flame Blade. Casting time, 1 action. Yeah, it's not. You make an attack as part of the action. So it's just 2 regular Warhammer strings. So, we will go. Oh, he's gonna be hit by my Radiance again, so we'll go after that one. Swing. Is that a hit?
That will hit. Yep.
Or ignore the fire damage, 15 damage.
Okay.
Actually, no, wait, I take that back. That is with my, or that's, I
Yeah,
automatically do fire damage. That's something
Yep,
else.
you got that
So
quite
21
well.
damage.
All right. So, what does your echo look like?
It's, well, it's literally me, just kind of a shadow, kind of a black. It's literally me, except it's like dark and partially see-through.
Okay. So
Right.
you guys watch as Kor walks over, the hammers fly and knock out 3 of the vampire, which, oh, they have a thing, which we'll do in just a sec. Actually, this only affects, this technically would affect, Azalea, but it will also affect the one in the middle.
I don't think Kor cares about that.
Kor will not be affected by this, but
No.
I'll get to that in just a sec.
No,
The
no,
hammers
I'm-
go.
I'm saying I wouldn't care about Azalea. Azalea is not the artificer, right?
No.
Yeah, then I don't care.
Azalea. Well, sorry. The hammers go, and you see 3 of the
Yeah.
vampirates immediately, burst and explode into clouds of ash. So I'm going to have to roll first. I'm going to roll for this vampirate. He has to make 3 con saves.
And he gets disadvantage. Well, actually, no, he gets disadvantage on all con saves.
Oh wait, I just read it. It's necrotic damage, and he's immune.
Yeah.
So he will just kind of stuck in that ash, and he will not be affected. Azalea, however, is going to have to make those, but thankfully for her, she is a paladin, so she has really high saves. First one will succeed. Second one will succeed. Third one will also succeed. All right. She is good. Like, she just kind of She kind of just takes out her war pick and kind of spins it around, like brushes it to brush away the ash. But then Core's shadow extends, and suddenly a shadowy Core appears in between two of the vampirates and swings down on the one in the back with a fiery warhammer. Doing quite a bit to him as well, and it is not looking great. He's still up, but he's not looking hot.
Oh, I still have another attack. That's less likely to hit.
That's their armor class.
And in that case, 19 damage.
He
And
did.
is it does the Constitution save for half damage or full damage?
It's a Constitution save, or you take damage. So like either you pass it or you take damage. You succeed.
Okay, so then my shadow does not take any damage.
Yeah. Oh, that's right, because it only has 1 hit point. That's good for
Yep.
me.
So
Remember that.
So basically, the shadow just appears right between all of them, attacks twice. His core is just kind of mimicking it, and then this kind of ethereal shadow just stares down the next one.
Now remember, I think the AC, it has its own AC.
18.
Okay, good to know.
14
Not
plus
AC.
my proficiency.
Yeah.
This significantly less armor
Less
than
than
me.
Core. Yeah.
But then again, it's also less of me, so it makes sense.
Yeah. All right, so that is your action, your bonus action, your extra action.
Core
And,
feels satisfied. Actually, no. Core just doesn't feel anything. It's just kind of, this is expected. Now, what about those other ones?
All right, let's go to Clunk's turn. Clunk, none of you have taken any damage, so he is not going to try to heal you all. However, seeing as the one in the seeing the one in the middle having sustained quite a bit of damage, he's going to hold out a hand and fire off a bolt of flame to try to get rid of that last one. Well, get rid of the one in the middle that isn't affected by synaptic static. That is that's an 18 to hit. That will hit. He gets 3d10, which I don't actually have to roll. This thing had 3 hit points. At minimum, he's going to do 3. So he fires off a bolt, and that one explodes. I need another con save from you.
Con save for what? Oh,
Con save from your echo, yes.
Yep. Constitution, that probably fails.
That is a failure. So,
It just
you're
kind of
gonna
blows
die
away
anyway.
with. Yeah.
Yep.
It just kind of blows away with the necrotic explosion.
I'm gonna move it to the side because I know you're gonna use it again.
Yep. I get infinite uses of it. It only takes me a bonus action.
Yeah, so I might as well just keep it to the side until you bring it back. All right. And then that, I don't think Clunk has really much that he can do beyond that. Not really. So he is going to, oh, actually, let me pull that up, because that could be a thing later, but I don't think he can do that as a bonus action, so we're going to move to Leo.
I'm just gonna make finger guns at it and shoot it twice.
All right. Both will hit. Oh, actually, you get 3 shots
I know.
now.
That one's not for him.
Oh, okay.
The third one is for Sachi.
Well,
I don't know
Sachi,
if
it will
misses,
miss
but-
Sachi.
Yeah.
So, the ones aimed for the actual vampire will hit.
That'd be funny if you had repelling blast. Sachi is now shoved off the deck.
That would actually be really fun.
Although, considering positioning, it wouldn't be. Sachi would just be shoved into the elemental flames that are powering the ship. I'm not exactly sure which is the better option.
All right. So that will knock this one out.
I say for damage, I forget I had 5 from agonizing blast. I don't know if that's tied in or not.
Let me look. It is not. Let me correct that for you really quick. But yeah, so you fire off two blasts. What color are you, what do your Eldritch Blasts look like?
They are psychotically bright pink. Or like psychedelic.
Nice. Alright. Okay. Alright. You should be good to go on your future Eldritch Blasts.
Alrighty.
So, that was technically, you did like 8 plus 15. It's like 23. Goodness.
Unfortunately, the last one missed.
Yep. Alright. So.
I do a snap and a wink with that one Sachi, even though it misses. It's like.
Alright. It is now, wait, where did they go? Oh. They're off, okay, yeah, they were technically supposed to, I think they were technically supposed to go before, this makes sense, because they got knocked off the thing, but,
Oh, and also, obviously, considering there's a battle supposedly raging in and around us, Gore is also just kind of murdering whatever within his range. So, not that it matters,
right.
but...
We'll do that. We'll just go to that turn now, because I need to add something else. Do. Alright, so going to the token layer, and I will re-add these things turn. And then I've got to roll something else, because something else is joining the fray. Once it loads, apparently. Alright, I already know. Okay, that's a better initiative. Alright. Core, what's your dex?
You should know this.
Booty? Oh yeah,
haven't-
0. Duh. I'm
Yeah.
stupid. Yeah, okay. Okay, that's good for me to know. Alright, so...
You did know this, that's why you've been targeting that in these last how many fights.
So, you all will see 8 more vampires fly onto the ship. And immediately these guys, I'm gonna, like, spoiler alert, a number of these are going to have to roll. Because they're about to fall over. You see 2 female vampires land behind them this time. They seem to be a little bit stronger, so let me just get us to their turn. Alright, so The 6 in the ice are going to have to all roll a dexterity saving throw or fall from. Okay, the first one will stand up. He rolled actually pretty well. Second will fall. Third will fall. Fourth will stand.
And those 4 within my radius will also have to make wisdom saving throws.
Yeah. Yep. Go ahead and roll the damage for that.
I just think it's just easiest to reroll from this.
Alright, so
Where are you again? Where?
oof.
Only 16.
Alright, so let me roll for first one succeeds. So he'll still take double that, but he'll still take 32. He'll still take he'll take 16. Second one will take 32. Third one will what's your DC?
17.
17. Okay, they will take. They still failed. And then the last one will also fail. So 3 failed, 1 succeeded. So they're still pretty healthy, though, I will say. All right, so I'm gonna start with these guys. Okay, first, they're going to all one of them is going to stand up and it is going to move over to you, Core. And then he is going to kind of come out with his fangs and try to bite down on you. But is unfortunately going to not be able to pierce your armor.
And he'll be in a little bit of a surprise once he realizes that I'm not weak and have blood running through my system.
The next one is this one is going to attack Azalea. Okay, so she has an AC of... Okay. Which, she will kind of hold up her shield and push him away. This one is going to stand up and let me see if you're in range. No, I need a line. Because this is... Okay, so he's going to stand up and he is going to move this way. So he is in range of you, Leo. And he's going to attempt to... He's gonna open his mouth and start sucking at the air, and you kind of feel a little weird, as if energy is being drained from you.
The Dementor.
16 will not hit you though, so you're good.
Should leave me alone.
Good thing you have this temporary HP, right?
Yeah, totally.
This one is going to come over here and is going to attempt. I think it saw its friends get really messed up by a certain Sachi. So it's gonna suck at the air for you, Sachi.
Hey! Don't suck my air!
But it will miss. You are able to retain Constitution. These 3 toward the back. Let me see who is. Okay, this one is gonna go for you, Leo.
That one just entered, so it also has to make a wisdom saving throw.
Yep. Not very smart. They're not very smart.
Well, honestly, I'm well positioned to effectively just kind of block them from moving too much closer. So.
Yep.
or you did, or when it comes to the ice, you said it's just difficult terrain, right?
Yes, it's difficult terrain. But
Okay,
when
so
you
no
when you step onto it, you will have to make a deck save to like
Never mind then.
maintain balance. The second one down here is also 30 feet away, so he's gonna attempt to go for you, Leo. Nope. And then the last one, I think, is gonna go for Clunk. No. I'm rolling really badly tonight, guys. The dice want me to pay. So. Alright, so unfortunately, they are not able to do anything. We're gonna
You guys
move.
suck.
They do suck. But it is now Azalea's turn. You guys are kind of, I think you're underestimating Azalea, because you're about to... There's something about her current level that's gonna really help you guys. So she's gonna pull out her war pick and go
She's a
after the one in front of her.
Half of what a paladin is basically, I'm gonna smash people that upset me in my church. The other half is, I'm gonna help my compatriots smash things better.
Alright, so that is a 14 to hit. I rolled low, but it still hits. She's going to do 6 piercing damage, but she also gets to add radiant damage to all her strikes. So that's it is 12 radiant damage. She strikes down on this first one. She's going to strike again. That hits for sure. That is 12 points of piercing damage and 6 points of radiant damage. Rolled lower on the radiant that time, but is because of how much damage Core did from the get-go. Boom. And she will have to make that save. She's fine. Alright. It is now Farine. It is so at the top of the round you see Carly and a lot of the others, Iris, even Tex, like all fending off these vampires, and you cannons are being fired. The Robolds are running around firing off shots they're trying to fire off shots at wherever the ship is. They're having a hard time making purchase. However, your ship is being hit by cannons from this other vessel. So a few holes are going through the deck at this point.
Right.
Farina, you're up.
Is the ice still there?
I'll say, with how many people have been there, and with Core's just natural heat, we'll say that the ice is gone by this point. Or it's at least slush, and it's not gonna really, like, do much.
Okay. Then I can attack in melee, I guess. That's... I have more movement, rather. Yeah, I picked up that mobile trait.
Yeah. So you should have, I think, like 40 or 50.
Yeah. So... 1 second.
You
My mouse died. My mouse died 1 second.
No.
No, I had a spare battery, just kept...
It's right there, ready for when it dies.
Yeah, no, it was already... I knew it was running low, so I just had one ready. Yeah, okay. So, yeah, it's... Ooh, I can get here. But that's gonna, like, do, like, attack of opportunity and stuff, right?
Where are you going? Sorry.
Like, if I go all the way over here, that's 40 feet.
Technically, you would get 1 attack of opportunity.
I have things that either negate it or just like reduce it significantly.
Yeah, I think you'll be okay. So they will kind of go as you pass by. The one next to Core attempts to try to bite you as you pass. After pulling themselves off of the, after pulling themselves off of Core's armor.
And with that comment, I just kind of have a picture of trying to gnaw on my armor, and Core's just kind of looking past it to try and find the other ship still. It's like, oh. Oh, right,
That is
you.
21 to hit.
No, I had sneak attack, right? So
Well,
'cause
the
I wasn't
opportunity attack
stealth.
is 21 to hit. You were in stealth. Oh, you did. You were in stealth.
Yep.
How am I gonna do this?
Well, I mean, he's not in stealth like for the entire time. They'd be a little surprised, but I mean, he's basically walking up through nothing.
That's
So
true.
he'd get advantage on his attacks because he was stealth, but it's not like he's straight up invisible.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
So it would still hit. However, there is one good thing about where you were when this attack opportunity would have. Oh no, you just went out of it. Never mind. I'll bring that up later because there was something else about Azalea and these things attacks that you guys will find out in a bit.
Actually, I'm not even. I thought I had something that related to attacks of opportunity, but I'm not seeing it.
I don't think I know of anything that like
I'm not fully certain of your specialty.
Okay, no, actually it's in mobile. So it says when you make a melee attack against a creature, you don't
right,
throw
you
up
don't-
attacks of opportunity from creatures.
afterwards.
Yeah,
Right,
and it's
right.
specifically that whichever creature you attack, you can't take opportunity attacks from that. I do know that. Like you can
Yep.
still take opportunity attacks from other creatures.
Right. Okay.
Correct.
So, you feel your vitality start to be sucked away as you are bitten in kind of the near your neck. You take 16 points of necrotic damage.
Right. Yeah. Okay. Did I have bonus HP because I didn't add
Yep.
it?
Yeah, you get 11.
Yes.
So you would.
So
So I'd take away all that and -5.
yeah, so you take 5 from your actual maximum health.
Do we?
Okay.
Would we know like how vampires work in this setting? Like, is a
roll
bite
me-
enough to get you infected?
roll me a religion roll me a religion, arcana, history, or nature, depending upon what you want to choose. There's a lot of ways to know what vampires might do.
And yeah, each one will have different DCs and different like what they focus on. Religion
Yeah.
is generally the better one though for everything.
My arcana was highest, so just pick that.
Yeah.
Yep. Oh, yes,
So-
like I said, you'll still get good, and it's just they'll have a higher DC.
So, what you know, Farina, is that you've kind of heard tale during your travels that like a vampire bite, it's on its own. It's kind of a myth that vampire bites can just turn you into a vampire. You have to basically, a vampire would have to basically kill you with their bite basically drain all your vitality for you to potentially become a spawn. And then you, as a spawn, would have to suck the blood of whichever vampire that turned you
Right.
into a
Okay.
vampire.
Classic vampire rules. You have to actually drink vampire's blood to become.
Yeah,
a
to become a
vampire.
true vampire. So
Right.
just because you were bitten does not mean you're going to be, you're not going to necessarily turn into a vampire.
Okay. Okay. Yeah. In that case, just do a straight attack with this.
All
That's
right.
a low roll.
Your attack. Are you attacking this one here?
Let's go for the big one.
Okay.
The female.
The one of the women? Okay.
Yeah.
That'll hit.
Oh, okay. Good. Let's
Alright. They will not take the necrotic damage just because of
How
what they
much was
are.
my sneak attack?
Good question.
5d6. And then this as well. Whispers of wails from the grave. So that's half of my sneak attack to another thing.
Alright. Check what damage your that ability does, because if it's
Oh yeah, it's necrotic, so I guess it won't work.
it wouldn't work, unfortunately.
Would that actually heal them then?
Potentially. Hey, actually, that is not. I don't think that's full sneak attack, because it looks like it only rolled 5 dice, and I think you're at 6. You're at 6d6 now. We need to fix that. I'll fix that really quick.
Just roll another manual d6.
Yeah, go ahead and roll a d6. I will fix that really quick. It's been a while since we've had combat, to be fair.
Oh, damn it. Okay.
That happened.
Alright. Alright, so that is 21 plus 13, so that's 34 points of piercing damage. That hurts. You kind of look as she hisses at you. They seem to be a little bit hardier than these other vampirates, but she took a good chunk of damage. That is your action and your movement. You still have your bonus action.
Yeah, I'm gonna retreat back, and that's gonna do it. Is that gonna trigger attacks again?
Not from her.
Well, okay, so the only way for you to move, so if
Well, actually, no, it depends. You have your bonus action still?
you do, I'm trying to figure out how much movement you made.
Just use.
Yeah. So Farina took her full movement to just get there. She kind of has to bonus action dash in order to have any extra movement, meaning you would take opportunity attacks.
Yep.
From only from one of them. Your mobile will prevent it from the one that you hit.
No,
but you will take
them.
one. Oh yeah. Well, depending upon how far you go, but
True.
Oh yeah, 2 of them. Yeah, potentially
Depending
3.
You're right. No. Well, yeah. I mean, he'd take from these 2 most likely, and then that's it.
Potentially this one.
No, because that one was already one that attacked him, so it's already used its.
Oh, that's right. It's used your reaction. Yep. You're right. So yeah, only 2 potentially.
So one at most 2.
Okay, I can go back for the full 40, right?
Yep.
Yeah. If you use your bonus action dash, yes, you can do 40.
Okay, just go back there. How much?
All right.
2.
So there, we're gonna roll to see if they hit you. That's a 16. I know that's too low for your AC. Pretty sure.
Yeah, it's 19.
Yep. Both of them will miss, so you're good. They both kind of rear back to try to bite you, but you manage to duck under their attacks and scurry back to where you were.
Right. I think that's everything.
That's everything you can do, yeah.
Yeah.
Sachi, you're back up.
Just as a quick, it's been a while, so just let me get this straight. You have your action, you have your bonus action, you have your reaction.
Okay. Yeah, you have your reaction if something procs it, and then you have your movement.
Action, movement, bonus action. Those are the ones you can do during your turn. Outside your turn, you have one reaction that reloads at the beginning of your turn.
Right. Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
So you are able. Let me. Because I think. What did I make your? I gotta check the Raven's Blade because I think that one. Okay, you just can do those for free too. Once per day. Oh, okay. Once per day, you can use its. You can make an enemy vulnerable to your next attack's damage as a reaction. So basically, you can proc that on your own.
Yeah, I don't think it's worth using it right now here. So.
Alright,
I'll just use it as a normal blade.
alright, Sachi, you're up.
You know, if it ain't broke, don't fix it.
Alright, where are you putting that?
Static.
I'm gonna put it right here. Right
Clunk,
there.
I'm gonna go ahead and tell you, Clunk is probably not gonna fail that.
Okay, fine.
And I'll do it.
Unfortunately, you're gonna. Yeah. Okay. So that is non-discriminatory. That is basically Azalea and Core are both going to hit. How far? Hang on. I gotta check something for Core because Core is within 10 feet. Yep. And I believe Paladin auras at this time you have to be within 10 feet. So Core, you get to add extra to your roll.
It's intelligence saving throw.
Yeah. So you roll an intelligence save.
Sachi, if I fail this and lose
You're
lose
just
my
so smart.
guardians, I'm going to throw you one more.
Well, you get to add +5 to that, but you still fail, unfortunately. So, Core, you take 27 points of. You take 27 points of psychic damage, and your thoughts have become muddled for the next minute, unless you're able to, which. Oh, that would also affect your concentration check. So technically you have the 16. But luckily,
Maintain
27 halved.
concentration.
Yeah, 27 halved is.
No, it's not. Well, it's not halved. It's -6. So.
Oh well. You need a -6. So it wouldn't be disadvantaged.
Oh,
it's just -6.
27 halved. Oh, that's what you're going by. Yeah, 27 halved, 26, 13. Yeah, I still make it, even with
You still make
dropping
it.
even with dropping it by 6.
Yep.
Sachi, I'm still gonna kick your ass.
Turtle boy, protect me.
Let me roll for Azalea, and then I'll roll for all the enemies.
If this is the only time, you'll be lucky if it's only one kick.
Alright, Azalea. Cocked. Okay. That is plus. Oh, did I not? I didn't fix that. That she actually passes. She got a. She has a +6 to her intelligence save, so she
See,
got a.
Azalea did it.
Core is
I don't
smart.
think that's gonna
not,
fit.
But that's not Core's aspect.
All right. That is. That's theirs. I gotta roll for all of them now. So we're gonna start with the ones next to Core and Azalea. The one next to Core passed for sure. They got a 19 on the die.
Dang.
The one next to Azalea will fail. The next 3 fail, fail, and fail. And then for these last ones, they get actually a bonus to this roll. The first one will succeed. Second one will fail. So, so I'm just gonna mark, because only 2 of them succeeded. I'm just gonna mark the ones that succeeded so I know which ones are not affected by that. All right. So, you see a number of them lurching. 2 of them seem to be fine, but you also notice while Azalea, oh right, because there is. I just realized something. Because I just remember what Azalea's ability is. Core, you would have taken half damage to the spell, as will she, because she has Aura of Warding, which means she has resistance to spell damage.
Okay, so in that case, then I definitely
You
make a
would take,
concentration check.
Yeah.
So that just puts me at that number.
And now you guys see why I didn't include all your other allies in this fight.
I still
Hey,
disagree.
Core is as discriminate as he decides to be.
So yeah, so you. So
Sachi is just indiscriminate.
unfortunately, yep. All right. So that's your action. You have your bonus action and you have your movement.
No, I feel bad, Core. Didn't mean to hurt you. Thought you were smarter. That's okay. I'll give you Bardic Inspiration.
Bardic Inspiration. All right. So you get to add a D10 to any attack roll, saving throw, ability check, attack roll, or saving throw, and I'm going to recommend you use it for your next save to get rid of that.
I'll be staying within 10 feet of her for my move, so I'll automatically get that +5 again.
Yep, and you'll get to add a D10 if you need it.
Yep.
All right. Next round, it's the special vampires. They are going to. What are they gonna do? Ooh, okay. This one. Let's see. Their movement speed is 30 feet. Let me see how far they can get. Okay. So she is.
Remember, as soon as they enter the Spirit Guardians, they're at half speed.
Oh yeah, that actually would change. She's smarter than these other guys, so she's just gonna go after Clunk. That makes sense. Alright, so she's gonna attempt to bite him. That will miss, I believe. That's 14 to hit. Yes, he has a higher AC than that. Okay. So, she goes to bite him and he kind of ducks down, his hat kind of hopping as he ducks down. The other one is going to... she's gonna go here. I need to pull up that spell, because these two have magic. Okay, 30-foot cube. Very nice, very nice. Square, okay. Oh.
Jesus.
Just do it like this. I may do it like... She's gonna have to put it back here in order to just hit you guys. Yeah. So, Leo, Sachi, Farina, and Clunk all need to make wisdom saving throws.
Easy.
All right.
And nobody gets the bonus.
Yep. All right. Let me roll for Clunk. What's his wisdom save? Not great, but we'll see. Okay, so Sachi and Farina, you guys watch as this woman's eyes glow red. You almost feel like you're being sucked into her eyes, but you manage to shake it off. However, Leo and Clunk are both hit by her hypnotic pattern. So Leo and Clunk are charmed and incapacitated with a speed of 0. You two are in a stupor currently, and you cannot do anything while she is able to maintain concentration on this spell.
I was hoping for the return of Evil Leo.
Yeah.
The return never left.
So the spell ends for an effective creature if it takes any damage, or if someone else uses action to shake the creature out of its stupor. So for right now, Clunk and Leo are kind of just both like eyes kind of swirly and drooling. All right. That's all that she can do because that's an action. So, Core, we're up.
Okay.
You're
well,
up.
Before I move, can I roll like insight or perception to try and see, kind of get an idea of where their ship is?
Yes, I will give you advantage based on your findings from before.
Okay. So, which one should I do? Insight or perception?
Let's say perception, because that makes more
Okay.
sense.
And that's my higher number 2. Oh shit. That was with advantage. I had a plus 13.
Yep.
that
I will
enough?
say, you kind of watch where you've been watching where they've been coming from, and you've been watching where the cannons have been coming from, and you figure that it's about 30 feet straight in front of you all's ship.
So, like this direction then?
Yeah, so like hang on. This way. Like
Oh.
to that in front of
So-
you.
The port
Like-
bow.
Yeah.
Okay. So, what I'm going to do then is first take a 5-foot step that way.
Alright. They will have
And-
to roll on their turn.
Nope,
If
they have to roll now, actually.
Let me look at the spell, because I'm
the
pretty
first
sure
time
it's
that the first time that they enter the radius in their turn, or at the beginning of their
on
turn.
their turn. Yeah, so it wouldn't affect them until their turn.
No. Because
It
the
says-
first it affects them the first time they enter it on their turn, or at the beginning of their turn,
Right,
And
their turn.
their-
You literally just said their turn.
or their turn. The first time they enter on a turn.
Okay. Alright.
So you can, because there's two there, it affects them or at 2 different moments.
Alright, so
It-
that will only affect
But basically
think-
basically these 2, and that one.
okay. So I will
Basically,
roll for
effectively
those
the
3.
ones, the ones that weren't in it. Everyone else,
Oh.
it doesn't matter.
Oh yeah, before I roll that, I need to roll an intelligence saving throw to see if that one of the mages broke out.
Well,
They
one of
will
the D8s didn't roll well, but the others did.
Okay, she got a
Going.
Yep, nope. That she's still hit by that, so she will have to roll a wisdom save. She actually gets a better bonus to that. But not when she rolls that. She rolled an 8 total and then -5. So she's taken and she's vulnerable as well, so she will be taking
48.
48. She's still up because she hasn't taken any damage yet. Oh no, she did take damage. She took psychic damage. She's still up though. They're a little bit hardier. This one. That one is gonna take. That one is going to. That one is good. Yeah, that one meets. That one succeeds your saving throw.
Okay, so she only takes 24.
Yep, she'll take 24. The other 2, because I see that you moved.
Nope. There's only
Hmm?
3.
Oh,
So
3.
the two big ones, then that one. The others were
Okay.
already in my radius, so I
Okay.
can't do. Well,
Okay.
yeah, never mind.
Yep, no, you
So-
got it. You're good. Okay. Oh, and I have to roll a d6 on this guy's. Okay, so he got a 10 total, so he will all. Oh, he gets deleted.
Woo! All
And you're out of range of the ash, so.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
All right. So next, I am going to try and hopefully I roll well enough. Oops. That should not be with advantage, so that's only the 21.
Which one are you going for?
That one.
Okay. That will hit.
And then I have to, well, maybe. 18? Because I get a minus. I get the -6 on attacks.
Yeah, 18 will hit. That's right.
Okay. Green Flame Blade. So, that's 30 damage, and then no wait, I think that's it's really hard for it to really kind of do exactly what's going on with Green Flame Blade. Okay, so on a hit, normal attack. So on a hit, they are only the 9 plus another D. Fuck. Brandish weapon hits the target, suffers weapon attack. Green fire. Second. Equal to. Okay, so I take the back. So she takes the 29 or the 30, and then.
Yeah, she'll take the 30, and then you get to do 2d8.
And then the other one takes the 21 plus my wisdom, which is 7. So one takes 30, the other one takes 28.
28? Where'd you get 28?
Because I get,
Fire damage should be, it increases by 1d8 at 11th level. So,
okay, so it's, 2d8
so
and 2d8.
2d8 plus your ability modifier.
I'm not sure where that other 3, I think it must be coming from something or in there.
Well,
Anyways,
yeah.
in that case, we'll just ignore the 6 since it's the last one. Oh, and that's already
Yeah.
adding the wisdom modifier.
Yeah, well, so the Green Flame Blade, you do...
I'll fix this. I'll try and fix this, so don't worry. So in other words, I'm doing 15 damage to the other one.
Yeah, I think it also might be adding your strength. Or, no, it's wisdom. You have a plus 7 to wisdom?
24.
Goodness.
Don't worry, I'll try and fix this.
Yeah,
It's not...
okay, so the extra damage to the initial creature, by this point, it's, okay, it is 2d8, so technically...
Okay, so
technically it would be 15 plus 9, so 24 damage to her. And then the other one would take,
Except oh, I know where the other D8 is coming from. The other D8 is coming from the fire damage that I'm naturally doing.
Okay, so then that.
So the first
that
one
works.
still takes 30. The other one instead takes will withdraw the last D8, so it takes 15.
Okay, that works.
I knew there was a.
Complicated.
Yeah, it did. High level D&D.
It's more due to the fact that the rolling system isn't complex enough to be able to really be able to tell like exactly A, B, C, like separate things out that much.
Yeah.
If I had a third damage type that it could roll for, it'd be perfect. But I don't. So yeah, 30, 15. Plus the radiant damage.
Alright, so we figured that out. So that is your action.
And I'll bring back my shadow right there.
Alright, let me pull that. Where did I put him? Oh, he was under the sword and arrow. Where are you putting him?
Oh. Right there.
Is there? Okay.
Yep. And I guess, let's see. Yeah, and as I'm walking up, I'll start extending because I usually have like my extra stuff, or my extra arms and wings covered by the cloak. I'll start walking a bit more upright and extend 2 more of my arms. Just to make myself look a little bit bigger and more intimidating. The wings are still hidden behind the cloak.
Alright. So
and
you
I
managed...
get to roll that. Oh, sorry.
Oh no, yeah, you get to roll an intelligence saving throw.
Yep. 21.
Alright,
That
so
should be enough.
roll, -6. Or minus
Uh,
d6.
All right. So 21. 17.
I
she's 18,
believe
isn't it?
Sachi.
Nope, Sachi's 17.
Yeah.
Oh, is it? Okay, so you managed to. You finally shake your head and are able. Your thoughts are clear.
Sorry,
And
Core.
And Sachi, you just see one of my eyes. Like I'm still staring down at the vampire, but one of my actual real eyes just like spins towards
So I'm looking at Sachi's DC up here. It's actually 18.
you. It says 18. It says 17 on the synaptic static.
I'm looking at the synaptic static on my end. It says 18.
I hate you. Oh wait, no, I still have that bardic inspiration. I'll just use that.
Can't see.
All right, so unfortunately, your thoughts are still. You
No,
start.
I'm
to
using the
click your-
inspiration.
Okay,
I
yeah.
can't-
Go ahead.
Since I'm
roll
one
a
off.
D10.
Since I'm one off, I can't lose.
Yeah. Yeah, so yeah, just go ahead because I'm curious what the total will be, but all right, yeah, your thoughts are clear. Sachi's cry annoyingly fills your head, and you were able to break out of your clouded thoughts.
You're welcome, Core.
That one eye just continues to stare at you.
All right, unfortunately, Clunk is not able to do anything because he
You're
is
fucking useless.
He's been hypnotized with the hypnotic pattern.
Fucking.
Actually, is hypnotic pattern concentration?
Oh, that's right. I gotta roll her. How much damage did she take?
If it was the second
She
one, she took
succeeded.
30. So it'd be a DC
Oh.
15.
Oh yeah, I gotta roll twice. So she took 44. Well, no, she took.
Oh yeah, she took
24.
Yeah, she succeeded, so she only took half damage.
So the first one she needs to meet a 12.
Sorry, yeah, it's 12. Why was I thinking? So the first
Which
one was
she got
12,
on
the
the
second one
die.
was 15.
Yeah, the second one. Yeah, the second one's 15, so she needs to beat a 15. Yeah, she got an 18 total. So yeah,
Okay.
she maintains concentration. So Clunk is unfortunately going to is stuck in a stupor. It is now the vampirates who have to roll wisdom saving throws.
That they do.
Go ahead and roll the damage for Spirit Guard.
24 again.
24. Okay. They can't survive. So, yeah, they've taken a lot of damage so far. There's no point in me rolling. No.
Almost.
You think Core has a lot of stuff that he does.
I will also say Core is still technically a cleric, and clerics are basically the antithesis to undead.
Yeah,
So
clerics are one of the strongest classes at this point in the game.
well, not only that, but like I said, I'm going up against undead that are
Yeah,
that are
vulnerable
to
to his.
my radiant damage.
Yeah.
Which I
Alright.
have a few options.
Leo, you are also unfortunately unable to do anything because you are caught in the stupor.
Turn up, boy, you fuck.
It is now Azalea's turn, and she is going to come after. She's gonna go after the one that cast Hypnotic Pattern because she is going to. She's gonna attempt to get rid of her.
Oh, she's taking quite a good chunk of damage, so.
That is a 24 to hit. Which is going to hit, and she is going to expend a first level spell slot in order to do a Divine Smite, which will go, because these are technically undead, goes up to 3d8 radiant damage she gets to add to this attack. So, For the piercing damage, that is a total of 10, and then 3d8 radiant. Which that is 9. Unfortunately, I rolled pretty low on the radiant, but it gets doubled. So that's 28 points of damage total, and bye-bye. So Leo and Clunk suddenly snap out of their stupor. And then she makes a second attack. Yeah, that's gonna hit. So she's not going to expend a smite on this one, because she knows this one is not looking great. So that is 10 piercing plus another 10 and plus 10 radiant damage. So yeah, deleted. So you guys watch as Azalea comes and slams her war pick into the first one, which as it goes into the chest, it explodes. The second she slams it into the second one, it explodes, and then Core, yeah, Core, you need to roll, yeah. You actually only needed to roll 1 because you were only within 5 feet of one of them. But you
I
succeeded.
thought it was a 10-foot radius.
No, it's 5 foot. But
Okay.
Azalea will need to roll 2.
And Clunk will need to roll 1.
Yep. She's okay. Clunk gets proficiency, so he should be fine.
Plus, he also gets another +5.
Yeah. So yeah, he got a 27. All right. Azalea will kind of look to you, Core, as she's knocked out these two. We need to cut them off. We need to cut them off at the source, I think.
I already have. I already have an idea of where it is. Just needed to take care of the annoying ones first.
All right. So in the midst of this, more and more vampirates have been coming and attacking your crew members, who are fending themselves off. But that's not the part you are worried about. It is the fact that there are still cannons being fired at your ship and creating more holes and more damage.
And if Core had emotions, he'd be laughing maniacally as all these stupid vampires, at least the disposable ones, are running into his spirit guardians.
Yeah, a lot of them are just being burning up with radiant fire. But
as little hammers passed carefully and daintily through their body.
But it is now Farina's turn.
To what? What do I do now? There's no one here.
Well, you gotta find where the source is.
Have we checked over here?
No.
Like, can we see over here? Or is there a
Well,
fog or whatever?
It's over here.
Yeah, it's to the left, so... So Core's the only one that knows exactly where they are. You can roll me a perception check if you would like.
Can Core just tell us, or is he gatekeeping the information?
He hasn't said it out loud on his turn, so...
I'm also one of the few that actually can make it over there at the moment.
Alright.
Actually, no, wait. More of you should have flight.
Yeah, a lot of them... I think you all basically have access to flight at this point.
Yeah, I have a broomstick, or a carpet, both.
Alright, so you, Farina, you kind of your eyes dart within the battle, and you notice where the vampires are kind of just appearing in mid-air, and where the cannons are flying out.
Right. Okay. Is our cannon functional still?
It is, yes.
Can I get there? Oh.
Yep, you can.
Can I get there within
within your
one
turn?
go? I'll have to dash, I guess. But whoa.
Yeah. I forgot that it was still on square. Yeah, you'll have to use your dash, your bonus action dash to get there, but you
Okay,
can't
yeah,
get
no,
there.
well, that's fine. I can still attack. Just use it.
All right, so you go to the arcane cannon, and you have a choice of once it loads, you have a choice of 6 different damage attacks.
Fire damage. I probably want to go for fire damage.
So there's a fire, there's a lightning, there's a cold, there's a poison, and there might be just 5. I'm waiting for it to load to be sure.
Is it raining?
It is very dark and cloudy. It is not really. We'll say it started to rain at this point. Yeah, I'll give you that.
Then is the lightning gonna do like anything extra? Are we playing by those rules?
I'll you know what? I'll let it.
Okay, yeah, then let's go with lightning.
All right, so you hit this yellowish button, and you turn and you fire it out. This ball of lightning out towards the area that you think it is, like you kind of an area you think is at least near where the vampires are flying out. It suddenly expands out to a 20-foot radius sphere, and suddenly you see a bunch of vampires taking, let's see, because this is 6d10, that's 38 points of lightning damage. You see a bunch of them crackle, and some of them start to fall just from that blast. They're able to pull themselves back up, but a lot of them are just, and you suddenly see lightning start to crackle and around. Momentarily, you see the shape of the ship as it crackles around it, as it crackles with the water.
Right. Okay. If you can't fly, then we have more guns. You can use those. Like we have crossbows here and here.
So I will say that everyone now knows where the ship is. That is all you can do, unfortunately.
Yes.
You did quite a bit, though. Sachi, you see the crackle of the electricity, noting where that ship is.
Is Leo still unconscious?
Leo is back to normal.
He's back to normal? Okay. Alright, I'll get on the thing.
Alright. So you moved, you're gonna get to a... Okay, you're gonna move there. Alright, let me see how far. Okay, so you get a ballista. Let me pull up that.
Those are just normal ones, right?
Yeah, those are just normal ballistas.
Don't we have a crewmate called Callista?
You do, yes.
Why isn't she on the ballista?
Well, technically, the robolds, the robotic kobolds, are on the ballistas.
Oh.
But they will move aside if you want to go ahead and take, actually be the one to fire.
Yeah, I'm gonna kick it to the side.
All right, roll me a d20. It is still technically invisible, so you will be rolling with disadvantage. So roll me 2 d20s.
Okay.
All right, so you fire off a bolt, and it flies. It does not seem to make purchase on the ship, but it does go through one of the vampires. But that is... Unfortunately, you were not able to make purchase on the ship.
Oh, damn.
That is your action. You have your bonus action.
I'm gonna Bardic Inspiration.
Okay. Who are you giving inspiration to?
Can I give it to Echo Core?
Echo Core and Core are technically kind of like the same person, so you would be getting Core no matter what.
No.
Well,
I mean, you could, just that it goes to me.
kind of screwed you
Basically is what
over.
he's saying.
Screwed you over earlier, Core. Take some of your bardic inspiration.
All right, Core, you're
There's less of a chance I'm gonna kick you in the balls.
Wait, what?
Yeah.
No,
What are you talking about?
Core does not understand these things. He just understands the euphemism.
all right, Core, it is now your turn.
It'd probably be best if you try not to correct him.
Probably.
Fair enough.
Okay. Yes. So about how far off of our bow are they?
They're about 30 feet away.
Oh, that's easy enough. All right. Core's gonna basically grab onto the paladin right next to him. And just, you're useful. And then pick her up and start flying out and drop onto the ship.
Okay. I will say, I'm trying to think, cause like you.
So expand my, or in the process, obviously expand the wings through the cloak and everything.
I will say, so what I will do, because technically you would be moving at half speed carrying another medium creature, but that's, like, with how big you are and how strong you are,
And
I'm gonna
dashing
just say...
I'm dashing as well, obviously.
Yeah, so that'll be, so you get 60 feet of movement, so yeah, either way you should be able to make it.
Okay.
So you guys watch as Core pulls Azalea onto his back and runs and leaps off of the ship and glides over and kind of grabs onto, like, he seems to be grabbing onto something and like hanging in midair,
Damn.
and suddenly both of them disappear.
I can't even lie. It's impressive as fuck.
With my wings, I look even bigger.
So
Oh, yeah.
now,
And then as I kind of pull down onto the deck, I'll be just summoning my shadow.
yeah. Well, I'm just gonna say that the shadow ran with you.
Well, it'll disappear after I'm I can only move 15 feet, and it'll disappear.
Okay.
So I have
Okay.
to resummon it.
Okay. So yeah, we'll just say it disappeared, and then it will. We'll have it reappear in a moment. When I take you to the other map.
Yay!
But we'll do that on Azalea's turn. It is now Clunk's turn. What does he have? What spells did I give him? Okay, okay, that could, yeah, I think that'll work. Does he have any items that would help? He will first run over to Leo, and he will tap you kind of on the shell. Hopefully this will help. And suddenly, Leo, you will feel lighter on your feet as he casts Fly on you.
Yay.
So you now have a flying speed of 60 feet. And then he will run over to you, Sachi. I think we'll need to go over together. I think I might need to hitch a ride with you.
Hey.
I forgot to.
Because he knows Leo is going to be more useful than him, so Leo needs to get over there first.
Fair.
I'm glad he recognizes it.
So it is now Leo's
Wait, do I
turn.
get a bonus? Do I get a attack of opportunity?
No. Leo, it is now your turn.
Well, I guess we're flying over.
All right. So Leo, you fly off in the direction of where Core and Azalea went, and as you kind of land where you think the ship is, you all watch. The rest of you watch as Leo also vanishes.
Bye, turtle boy.
All right. So, with Azalea's turn, we're gonna move over to the other
Jesus.
screen.
The hell is that thing in the middle? Is that like the captain? He's the
Potentially.
helmsman. Why? The captain and a helmsman?
Hang on, I gotta go back here. I gotta really quick. I gotta move. In order for the turns to be easily seen, I have to move you back to the token layer. That's stupid, but whatever. I will just do that. They're not well, you guys aren't on that page anymore, so. But if we go back to that page, okay, there we go. So we're back over here. So currently, let me set up. Yeah, well, Core's already moved himself. Let me go ahead and get your Echo.
Echo, Echo.
I don't think if they're actually coming at us like this, I'd assume, or at least are we coming in from their port or their stern? Or their bow or their stern?
It would be since you went technically you went to the right, you would be on their left, so you're about where you need to be.
Okay, so then we'll
And then let me
raise
move
back
Azalea. Why is it not letting me grab? No, I want to grab. Why is it not letting me grab?
Well, look at the bright side. Now we get now, as long as we're at least a little bit careful, we get another ship.
Oh wait, what? Why is she token layer? That's well now oh okay. I figured out what I did wrong. Because I have to hang on. I gotta fix one thing because I had your Echo is there. I put him on the GM layer.
Yeah, that doesn't do me even good.
Yeah. That's my bad. I made a goof. All right, so
Oh,
and then
that's
Leo. There we go. So we have managed to get the three of you. As you land on the ship, you suddenly see the ship appear in front of you. You see a bunch of more vampires on there, with one wearing a captain's hat, standing at the helm in particular, kind of eyes widening. Kill them off now!
If I didn't already have my top hat, I'd be stealing that hat.
It is now, Leo, well, technically your movement was 60, and that was like, I think more than enough to get there, so it's technically still Leo's turn.
Yep.
So, what would you like to do, Leo, now that you see more enemies?
Trying to see if there's a way
Oh,
around.
and those four around me have to make will saving throws.
Yeah. I love that spell when I use it. I hate it when you use it.
Let's see, 3 rounds have passed, so I'm down to 7 on it. So.
They all failed, but so they will take. Oh, good.
Only 20. Only.
Yeah.
For a total of
only
80
20.
damage total.
Well, total of 20. So.
No, well, total of 80 because I'm hitting 4 of them.
Well, okay. Well, yeah. Leo, it is your turn.
I have to have some kind of silver lining with my horrible roll.
Leo's going to take the one attack of opportunity from that one and run over here.
Okay.
Well, you can basically also just fly like straight and drop down there, so you're not taking any.
I'll allow that. Yeah.
Because remember, once you have flight, you're in 3 dimensions.
Yeah,
True,
I'll
true.
say that you land there. So, it is now you have your action.
This one is for the one above on top.
That hits. All right. So you land and suddenly punt, and the ship appears in front of you, and you punch him in the face. I will note that the ship did not appear until you landed on the deck.
I touched. Okay.
So the next one, yeah, that hit. Yeah. So that's another,
Low damage
and
rolls.
then bone. Yep. So that's, he's already taken 20 damage. Add another 46 damage. No, 36 damage. Surprisingly, he's still up.
Until his turn, probably.
Yeah. But you guys watch as Leo lands just immediately.
Like everyone, hello there.
It is now Azalea's turn. She is going to go ahead and
Recover slightly from the fact that Cora just said, "You're useful," and then picked her up.
yeah, she's like, thank you.
You're useful. Thank you. What the fuck are you doing?
Yep. All right, and she is going to use a mirthful leap. She's gonna move. It doesn't say I can't just move in place. She's gonna move 10 feet and then jump. She gets to jump up to 25. She gets to move up to jump up to 25 feet and add 5 feet extra, so 30 feet. Oh, nice. She goes and she jumps up here. You just watch as she kind of runs in place and then jumps over. And the captain looks kind of in horror seeing this, what he can very quickly see as a paladin on his ass. And she is going to... Yep, she is going to take this guy on. At least until Core and Leo can get there.
And Sachi.
And Sachi. Alright, so first attack will hit. Second attack will also hit. She is going to expend two more first level spell slots. And I'm going to use a dice roller on this because I need to roll a lot. That is, that's, let's see, that's 5d8 per hit. That is a total of 10d8. Or, yes, I did that right. Actually, let me roll, I have to roll that. No, I think no, I did that wrong. That's not 10d8. Okay, so 68 radiant damage. Okay, total of 19, which doubles into 38. And then another 2d8, which is 13. So, 51 plus 8. So she did 59 points of damage to this man.
Okay.
You just watch as she leaps up and slams her warhammer, and each time she slams it into his chest, there's just this explosion of radiant damage. That is
clear.
her.
The smoke clears. The vampire's like, wait a minute, did you just do something?
Yep. All right. Moving back to the other map, we have Farina.
We're still here.
Oh, you guys are back.
They're not here. Just
Hi,
ignore them.
Core. Hi, Echo Core.
I'm just gonna move them.
Can I fire this again?
Yeah. Well, hang on. I think it actually has to recharge.
Well, you can always just swap with one of the mechanic ones and then just have them recharge it.
Yeah. You also, Farina, you do have a way to fly.
Yeah, but I think it's only at night.
Or in dim light, I think. And it's cloudy, so it would be dim light.
Okay, but can I fire this thing?
Yeah, roll me a d6 to see if it charges. I'll say on a 5 or a 6 it will recharge. Usually it would be a minute. Okay, it is not recharged yet.
Okay, are you sure I can fly? Because if I can't, then I just fall straight down.
I am the DM. My word is law. This world
Point
bends
there.
to my whim.
Okay,
You,
then
I
I'm gonna turn
Until
to
I
a-
say it's
well, I think you can just sprout bat wings with the cloak of the bat. I think you can
No,
just
no,
have
I,
bat wings.
I actually just straight up transform,
Oh, you're just gonna turn into a bat?
and I think that's what it does, right? So
Let me look at the cloak of the bat, because I'm pretty sure you can have just wings appear on your back. All right. Well, wearing this. Oh. So we've been doing something wrong for the whole campaign.
Oh,
Where,
Core's
while
not really
you're
a
wearing,
robot.
well, no, while wearing this cloak, you have advantage on stealth checks.
He always has advantage though.
Plus, he likely already has it like set up so it'll automatically roll advantage.
Well, I know that from now. In areas of dim light or darkness, you can grip the edges of the cloak with both hands and use it to fly at a speed of 40 feet. If you ever, so you can move 40 feet with this. If you ever fail to grip the cloak's edges while flying in this way, or if you are no longer in dim light or darkness, you lose this flying speed. You can also, in dim light or darkness, use your action to cast polymorph on yourself, transforming yourself into a bat. But while you retain your intelligence, wisdom, and charisma scores.
You will you will look quite ridiculous because it's like, I'm a bat, and just start flapping your cloak, and then somehow you fly.
But you
So
will,
if you want to save some dignity, you can definitely just simply transform.
but you will be
Okay.
stuck as a bat for this turn, because you will. Well,
yeah,
well, you can drop it without an action, but you'll use your action to
yeah,
fly.
yeah. I don't think I'm getting there with just 40 feet.
No, you should, because it's 30 feet away, and you add just 5 feet, so yeah, you should be fine.
Okay, I'm off then. Wee.
Bye.
All right, so
We all get the treat of the utter ridiculousness of Farina just flapping the cloak.
well, it's kind of more
it's
like
so fleeting.
gliding.
Okay, where do I pop up now?
You would
Okay,
you would appear.
Over my
here.
vision.
Yeah, you land on the ship.
Okay, so that's my movement.
Yes, and as you land on the ship, suddenly everything appears. It appears that you need to be touching the ship in order to actually see it.
Whoa. Okay. Yeah. Okay. Guess I'm pretty close to the sky, so let's just.
And you have an ally within 5 feet, so you do have the ability to get sneak attack. Brings out the blender. Okay. All right.
Well,
so,
it's fire, so I haven't. This is the only damage type I haven't tried yet. So.
yep. Fire should affect them. So go ahead. That hits. All right. Dexterity saving throw. That will fail, so he'll take the full 20, and you get to roll your sneak attack as well. So go ahead and roll that. Because Core is within 5 feet. Ah! Well, you...
That's really good.
So, he explodes into a cloud of ash as you fire this gun and just fire it through his head.
Yeah, flapped on my cloak.
You just
And boom.
Yeah, you glide down and suddenly appear, and he's like, "Wait, what?" And you just put the gun to his forehead, fire a hole in his
Ooh.
head.
Haha, fire works on you guys.
I need
I know,
Core,
I know.
Core and Farina both need to make me Constitution saving throws.
But yeah,
I take
Uh,
damage.
That is a fail. Farina, you also need to roll. You also fail.
But then I take damage, which means I need to roll.
Yeah.
for
You need to
concentration.
just you both each take 9 necrotic damage.
So they
And
just have to beat a 10.
okay.
Yeah.
One other thing. Did
yes.
the blunderbuss, like, would I be able to tell if the fire did the bonus or did it hurt them specifically?
It did not. You could tell that it damaged them normally. Like it didn't. They don't resist it, and they're not immune to it, but they're not vulnerable to it either.
Okay, yeah, that's fine.
It was more you just suddenly appeared
Yeah,
and
yeah.
shot him in the forehead.
Yeah. Now I'm checking for weaknesses.
Yep, you're good.
Right, so I still have my bonus action, so
Yep.
I'm gonna move a little bit back. Yeah.
All right. You move back and you notice they also have a similar arcane cannon to you all's.
Yeah. Okay. We'll see what we can do with it next turn.
All right. Sachi, moving back. I'm not gonna move back. I'm assuming you're gonna try to get over there.
I'm gonna do something.
Because you have your
Really?
broom of flying, I believe.
Yeah, I do. I'm gonna cast Tasha City's Laughter.
Okay, are you flying to the ship first?
No, I'm doing it on Clunk.
Of course you are. What is this? Is this okay? Wisdom saving throw. He fails, so he starts. Sachi, Sachi, what are you doing?
Ah, you stupid idiot.
And then-
And then you're
Yeah.
gonna leave him?
Yeah, no.
I'm gonna go.
You're such a dick.
He's an asshole.
No, he's been you're like you made a friendship with him.
Yeah, but he's always hiding behind me every time we're fighting.
All right. So as you fly over, you manage to eventually land on the ship, leaving Clunk behind. And I don't know if Clunk. Well, Clunk has a way, but it will mean that Leo won't have a way to fly anymore, and he might have to do that. But as you land, suddenly the ship and everyone reappear in front of you.
Yeah. Hey guys.
Well, that was your action and your movement.
Yeah, great going.
Yeah, good going. Nice job.
And then we do random inspiration again.
Okay. So, I think there's only 5 of you, so, now are you close enough? Because I think it's 30 feet. Can you click it and add it to the screen for me?
What do you mean do?
Can you click Mantle of Inspiration
Oh,
and
yeah.
add it? I just need to see the description.
Yeah, of course. Here it is.
Bonus action. Oh, it's 60 feet. Okay.
Oh.
So anyone who, I will say temporary HP does not stack, so if you still have it, just up it back up to 11 if it's been damaged at all.
Hey, can stop complaining, Turtle Boy.
And then anyone who wants to can use their reaction to move.
Oh, he's gonna. This is where Gavin just hates me. I'm going
I
to
know.
fly there. So basically, everybody except those two that haven't already, which actually is now just effectively everyone in that radius,
Yep.
Wisdom saving throw.
Yep. Yep. Go ahead and roll the damage.
Oh.
Good. Good.
Except they take it again at the start of their turn.
Alright, so that is just gonna roll. I'm just gonna roll all just based on type. I'm not gonna roll individual rolls for these because that's okay. So all the lackeys fail. The mage fails, and then how much do you get with it? Oh, you get a bonus to this. Interesting. And the captain will succeed.
Yay!
So,
means he gets to suffer longer.
So yeah. It is now. I'm assuming Leo's not moving. Sachi, you can move if you want to. Farina, you can also move if you want to. Zelia's not moving.
No,
You can move up to your movement. Okay. Sachi, you gonna move?
I'm guessing I can't. I can't really move here, can I?
No, you cannot.
Wait.
There's Cam. You just gonna stay there?
Yeah.
Okay. All right. That is all Sachi can do. Core, you're up.
Okay. Let's see. Well, I'll step another 5 feet this way. And now the other two are inside of my wonderful little radius.
Yep. They both fail.
Maybe a
So-
second. I've moved downstairs to the laptop, so I don't have as much space to have everything at access.
You're good.
Oops,
That's not the right one.
Nope, was that chain whip that I accidentally hit?
You hit Sacred
Sacred
Flame.
Flame. Okay, yeah, I realized I hit the wrong one when it didn't ask me for the cast at what level.
Okay, so that is
24.
7. 24 times 2, 48. They're pretty hardy, but that hurt. All right, that's just you moving. So
Yep. I am just going to resummon the Echo
okay,
here.
Okay.
So that's my bonus action, since I don't really have too much. Actually, no. Actually, no, wait, I take that back. I'm gonna just move the Echo.
Okay.
So there. I don't know if is there. I have to move this. Okay, so it does get an attack of opportunity on it,
okay,
and
it'll miss.
I'll let it get another attack of opportunity.
Okay. That will also miss.
Okay. And then I shall actually summon my spiritual weapon right here as my bonus action.
All right, let me get that. High level cleric. Well, high level core.
I'm only a level 8 cleric.
I know, but it's like that's still pretty high for that. Plus, you've got all those fighter levels, so you have a lot that you do. So you
Yeah.
put it here. All right.
Yep. And then I don't know who I'll attack. I guess we'll just attack the middle one.
Okay. All right.
That shouldn't have
That'll
advantage, but 28
It
just
hits
has.
anyways. Yeah.
Alright, and then I cast that as a 3rd level. So 11 force damage.
All right.
And then I still have my action.
Okay.
You know what? I'm gonna just start trying to smack the captain.
Okay.
He annoys me. Oops, wrong one. That one.
That will hit.
Dirty 20. Ouch. So he takes 38 damage.
Okay. He is going to use his reaction to uncanny dodge.
Okay, so he removes all that.
So he takes that in half. So that was 38 cut down to 17.
Try 18. Or 19.
19. Yeah. Sorry. 19
and
damage.
and then let's just say he takes 18.
Okay.
As the fire bounces to him.
All right. Oh yeah, they took quite a bit. Yeah, he's gone. So another one bites the dust.
And that is Kor's turn.
All right. Clunk.
What else is thought? Actually, no. Clunk is laughing, and
Yeah,
probably
Clunk is
cursing
laughing.
as well.
Yeah, very much cursing. How long? What does he have to do to? Cause I think he's like incapacitated.
Mm-hmm. Does that mean? So wait a minute. Does that mean that he couldn't concentrate? I forgot if incapacitation does count.
Let me look. That's a good question. I always forget what incapacitated does. It just means he can't take actions or reactions. So he
I guess
will.
I can still concentrate.
At the end of each of his turns, he can roll. So he's gonna roll and see if he can get out of that. Yes, he breaks out. And he flips, and he gets to flip Sachi off as a free action.
I can't see him.
No, you can see him just fine.
Oh.
Yeah.
He just can't see you.
He knows the direction you went, so. And you know.
What do you mean I know?
You know. Alright. Leo, you are up.
I think he was a little jealous that everybody else hitting the big guy. He's not, so he's going to jump over this dude with his flying and come over here.
I just realized I didn't roll to add him to the turn order. I'm gonna say he goes after you, and then I'm gonna roll to see where he is on the turn order, so.
Okay.
Alright, so you fly over and you land in front of him.
Start swinging.
Okay. That'll hit. That also hits. Okay. That'll also hit.
Yeah, okay.
Is that a...
Yeah.
Okay. So, he's not looking great. He's still got some health left, but he's not great. But that's partly because I'm stupid and didn't add him to the turn order.
I was wondering when they were going to start.
Yeah. Okay. So he will go next, but he will also he'll be added to the turn order, and we'll get to go when that turn comes. And he, they're okay. They got moved off the turn order, so I'm just gonna have them all get to go at this point because they all got knocked off. They had a 16, and then these had a 10. So let me fix the turn order, because I just realized how stupid I did that, but... Alright. So let me just move... Alright, so he will go next. So... What is he gonna do? All three of you have done quite a bit of damage, so I'm gonna roll a D. Technically, Azalea did probably the most, but he.
Core is innocent. Core has done absolutely nothing.
Actually, then I just realized he's gonna go after Core because Core is emanating a thing that is hurting everyone, and actually he has to roll Wisdom saving throw because it's the start of his turn.
Be correct.
That will fail, so go ahead and roll damage.
Yep. 1 sec. Okay. It's annoying having to open and close this window every time. There you are.
I mean,
Brilliant.
that me being spiteful, that's what you get.
Huh.
Okay, so 28. He's still up. He's not looking great. He's gonna try to shut down your
Guardians.
Yep.
He's welcome to try.
That is a total of 25 to hit.
Ooh, just barely.
Alright. So he is going to bite down on you. You're within 10 feet of Azalea, so you'll take resisted damage. Because their attacks count as spell attacks, apparently.
Interesting.
Yeah, and I'm choosing to, since it is listed as a spell attack, technically you would get resistance to this. Alright. I did roll pretty high though. 29 plus 6, 35. It'll be cut down
17.
17, so you just need to beat a 10 to maintain concentration.
So I have to adjust my actual HP. Advantage, Constitution. Natural 20.
Alright. Why do you have advantage?
Uh,
Or do you have Warcaster?
Warcaster.
Okay. So yeah, okay, you managed to maintain concentration. The mages have to go, and they all have to make saves.
And I get to roll again, so I can try and get a little bit better damage.
One saves, the other 2 fail. Ha.
Oof, even less.
So that is
13.
13. So 2 of them take 26. The other one only takes that. So they're all they're not looking great either. They're like, their skin is kind of like burning off as you're hit. All these vampires' skin is just burning off as they're hit with this radiant fire. What are they gonna do?
Well, if this was an AI in BG3, they'd be attacking my spiritual weapon right now.
Yeah, but I can't. In this game, it doesn't. You can't actually hit a spiritual weapon.
Very true.
So they're going to. Okay. They're going to aim. They're going to hold out their hands and launch blasts of cold energy at their targets. They're going to start with Core. Each of them is going to hit the 3 that are closest to their captain. So Core.
I resist the lightning, I think, not cold.
Well,
yes.
They don't hit you anyways.
Oh.
Leo. They will miss Leo. And then Azalea. They'll miss Azalea.
Yay!
So they fire off these cold blasts, and all 3 of you duck.
They're too.
You-
Well, no. Core doesn't duck. Core doesn't have any dexterity.
Core has too much internal heat.
Core just tanks it.
Um,
They're too
And then-
impressed by Core's awesomeness. They're literally burning at the stake.
roll your spirit guardians again.
Okay. This is for the
So I have to
mooks, I
see if the
assume?
one. It's time for the mob ones, and we need to see if they basically will even survive.
16, so 32. So they
They-
take at least 16.
They literally can't survive that.
Oh, that-
So, clerics are ridiculous, guys.
I'm a cleric fighter.
Well, core's ridiculous. Clerics in general are ridiculous, but thankfully the other three are still out. This one here is going to attempt to attack your echo.
These are AC 18.
Right.
Oh god, I just thought of a way that'd make you even more annoyed at me. Actually, no, wait, I don't think that would work. I don't think that'd work as well as I was hoping. I shall not reveal it at the moment.
All right. It will miss, unfortunately. But these other two are gonna come after you two. Sachi, the one above is going to go for you. And it gets advantage.
No!
Yeah, 22 is going to hit. So he's gonna lean down and bite into your neck.
And then Turtleboy does a reaction to take the damage, right?
I don't think Leo has that ability. Sachi, you take 12 points of necrotic damage.
Ah!
Yeah. That was the 1 point pretty much after all the temporary points. So.
Yep. And then the other one is going to attempt. Do I have it just go for advantage on Sachi, or do I have it go for Farina? I'm gonna roll a d4.
So if
I'm gonna roll it
one,
on
2, 3,
screen.
or 4, it's free now.
If it's
If it's a 0, it's Sachi.
no, sorry. If it's 1 or 2, they'll go after Sachi. 3 or 4, they'll go after Farina.
This is bullshit!
I rolled on screen.
Oh,
All right, they're gonna go for advantage attack on you. Another 22.
22?
Yep, 22
Damn.
to hit. I mean, not
Oh,
that
okay.
much damage.
Oh, okay.
You take 7 points of necrotic damage this time. So they both lean in and bite you in the neck on both sides. And you feel your vitality sucked out of you.
Yeah, I'm dead.
Alright. It is now Azalea's turn. And Azalea is going to first off move there. And then she's gonna go for an advantage attack on this guy. Ah! Hang on, I gotta re-roll a dice. One of them fell away. That is going to hit. She's not going to smite because she sees that this guy is looking low. Alright, so 10 plus 6 radiant, that's 16. That is not enough to take him out. That is a natural 20.
Damn.
On
That
the
will
second
be.
attack. It will be in a moment. So
Especially
that's...
considering if she smites, all that gets doubled as well.
You know what? For the fun of it, she's gonna expend her last... No, actually... It's funnier if I expend a higher level spell slot. So she's gonna expend a 3rd level spell slot. So that is 5d8 just smite damage. Plus her regular radiant. plus plus that, so that's 78. It's 23 base damage plus 4. That is 27. And then that's 22 radiant damage times 2. That's 40. He's dead. He's dead. The guy explodes.
That's what he gets for biting me. And he didn't die because of the smite. He died because he sucked my lubricant oil.
But as he explodes, which all 3 of you are gonna have to roll con save. But as he explodes into ash, suddenly the ship kind of ripples, and what you got, and you realize the ship is now visible. And the cannon, the rowboats start firing ballistas and cannons into the ship that you are on.
They need
Finally
to stop
able
firing.
to damage. Alright, so both of you succeed. Azalea should... Yeah, you're all fine. Plus you get the plus you both got like +5s thanks to Azalea. So you're good. Alright. That is Azalea's turn. Top of the round. So at this moment, the tides have turned. Your crew members back on the ship are able to start taking out a lot of the remaining vampirates and firing shots into the enemy ship. Farina, you are up.
Okay. Can I use this cannon?
You can, yes.
No, but can I actually aim inwards?
I would say yes. I'll say that you can turn it around and aim it at the deck of the ship, or you could aim it at anyone on the ship.
So same options as before.
Yes, same options. So let me read them off for you, because I didn't do that before. You get an acid jet, which is a line of acid 300 feet long and 5 feet wide. There's a fire jet, which is the same thing, 300 feet long line of fire with 5 feet wide. A frost shot, where you can shoot a 30-foot radius sphere of cold within 1,200 feet of the cannon. A lightning shot, which is the same. And then poison spray, which is a 60-foot... you expel poison gas in a 60-foot cone. So, when it comes to this, so all of them technically say creatures, so the ship will not be damaged by any of these attacks, but the creatures will be damaged by it.
If I fire the lightning bolt, it's gonna like hit Sachi and hit Leo.
Let's see it. Depending upon where you sent, well, I mean, if you go towards the back of the ship, technically,
I mean, it's not gonna go in a straight line and hit everyone along the way, is it?
No, it's a ball. It's a 20-foot radius sphere. So let me move this over here. So in theory, you could like center it here and just aim for these 3 back here if you wanted.
Okay, yeah, that works.
All right, so they all need.
Or alternately, like, these are all that's left, right?
Yeah, these are all that's left that you all are fighting.
And is the ship still firing at our ship?
No, at this point.
Okay, otherwise I would just like destroy the ship somehow.
Yeah.
Which I kind of want to.
You could.
No, don't destroy the ship. Why do you want to destroy the ship?
For laughs.
It's a cursed vampire ship.
Yeah. You know that vampires are cursed creatures.
No, they're not.
They're undead. They have taken themselves away from your Raven Queen's embrace.
Oh hell yeah!
Wait,
That's-
don't
that's-
vampires? They need like permission to enter.
There are no doors preventing you from them
Well,
to enter.
I'm just saying they entered our ship.
They don't.
Okay,
The D&D vampires don't have that.
Oh, okay.
I'm gonna assume there's like vampire crew as well inside the ship.
Yeah, we can say that there may be like people underneath, like doing stuff. So yeah.
Okay, so I'm gonna like this is the power source, right?
Yep,
This
we'll
thing.
say that there's a power source back there.
Okay, yeah, that's going down.
Okay. So you fire off the lightning blast. I need you to roll me a 6d10. $42. Okay. Usually this doesn't affect objects, but I think this is really cool and it makes sense for Farina to do, so I'm going to just allow it. And you guys will in the future be able to hit objects with this attack. So
Die, cursed beings.
so each of those vampires need to wait 42 points of damage. No, they can't even survive that. So you guys watch as Farina swivels the cannon around, and Sachi, you kind of have to duck down because it's right over your head.
Damn.
And you just feel the heat as this thing ignites and fires off this ball of lightning that suddenly expands as it crashes into the power source of the ship, the magical ore, which explodes in this explosion of magical energy and lightning, immediately wiping out all three of these mages back there, and they scream as they burst into ash.
No. Turtle boy!
Is the ship going down now?
Oh, okay.
Yeah, the ship is, suddenly the ship lurches and the airbag is starting to leak as the explosion hit it as well. So currently the ship is starting to slowly descend. If the airbag is hit anymore, it will start to fall. The whole ship will start to fall.
Okay.
So you guys have a limited time before, it's gonna keep leaking and that hole is gonna get bigger. So you guys now have a limited time to basically get off this ship before it just falls.
And where is the bag?
The what?
The airbag. Where exactly?
It's above. It's above you all. It's sitting above.
Right.
Yeah, it's like a dirigible.
Yeah, it's kind of like a hot air balloon, but for a whole ship. But yeah, dirigible as well. But that is your action. You have your bonus action.
Yeah, that's my bonus action. I'm throwing a dagger at the airbag.
Okay. Roll. Okay, that hits. Roll damage. That's 10 piercing. Do I give you sneak attack on that? Technically, no.
No,
Technically,
it's
no.
It's an object.
You throw this dagger, and you're not getting this dagger back, by the way.
That's fine.
But the hole suddenly expands, and the ship starts to fall, immediate. You guys haven't had this happen yet. None of you have really had it happen yet. Would you guys rather because I used to run by the rules that immediately everything falls 500 feet, or do you want to have a moment where I'll say you guys have a round before it suddenly is going to drop.
Doesn't make a difference to me. For core, it doesn't make that much of a difference.
Actually, I changed my mind because I think it is more dire if I just say, and you guys have a way out of here.
It's more cartoonish if the airbag falls, the ship just stays there, everyone looks at each other.
So the ship starts to plummet, and you all are, We'll get to each person's turn. Farina, the ship is now falling. Are you grabbing onto something, or are you gonna just like let go and like
Yeah,
fall
I'm
on the
off.
ground?
I'm off.
Okay.
I'm using my cloak.
Okay. So you grab as the ship you pop this air sac, you suddenly hop off the ship and fly back to you guys' ship. You have enough movement and leave the rest of them to deal with what you have brought. All right, Sachi, you're falling. Are you going to hold on to the ship, or are you going to? You technically still have, or are you gonna just like?
Just gonna let go. I have a flight. I also have a broom, if need be.
All right, you are currently hanging in the air.
Wait,
Well,
is
yeah.
Turtle Boy okay? Is Turtle Boy okay?
I do not believe. Game, correct me if I'm wrong. I don't think Leo has a way to fly.
No, however long.
You have the fly spell on him.
It's going.
Well,
Oh yeah,
fly
you
for it.
You have the fly spell.
Oh.
Yeah, you have the fly
Okay.
spell. That's right.
Yeah,
Assuming
you're fine.
Clunk still lets you have it.
Yeah. Well, Clunk would at this point. So yeah. So Leo should be fine. So what do you do?
How far are we from Metora?
Not Leo. Sachi. Sorry.
Oh. I'll still fly towards. I'll fly towards Turtle Boy.
Okay, you're gonna fly. You're gonna move.
Yeah.
Okay, you get 2 attacks of opportunity.
Oh shit! I just realized I have people surrounding me. Nothing.
Well, they're also falling, so can they actually attack?
Yeah, come on.
Yeah, I'm gonna say yes because it's funnier.
At least give them disadvantage.
Well, they have advantage because they're surrounding Sachi anyways. So.
You were so apologetic earlier when you missed one thing to.
Well, Core
to Tashar.
took away my Core took away all my mercy.
How's that my fault?
Hey, I took like 10, 15 damage this fight.
All right. So are you gonna move, or are you gonna?
I have to go towards Turtle Boy, no matter the cost.
All right, they're gonna roll attacks to hit you.
3 attacks of opportunity.
Jesus.
Oh yeah, because you're gonna be passing that other one. So yeah.
Turtle Boy, I'm coming.
All right.
Why though?
All right. First
How am I gonna
attack.
save you?
14 will miss.
Whew. Easy.
I'm giving them. I'm going to let it be disadvantaged because they're falling, but they still have advantage. So it's a regular roll for these.
So nothing changed. So nothing fucking changed. So what was the point?
Well, no, they have. Okay, 17 to hit.
They lose advantage, basically.
Well, they should
Yeah.
never hit.
All right, does 17 hit?
Yeah, that's my. AC.
Okay. All right, so gonna get one more bite into you. You take 9 points of necrotic damage.
Okay.
Then I imagine you get on your broom and fly over to Turtle Boy.
Turtle Boy.
All right, let me move you over there. Oh, right, there's one more. I'll just, you know what? I will say you just fly over that one. I'll be nice.
Oh.
I could be mean, but I am being nice. I could have had it attack you.
Because you're a pussy.
You know what? Now I'm gonna roll it. 16 will miss.
And
That one did have disadvantage.
Turtle Boy, I'm here.
Leo, Sachi's now in front of you. As you that's your action. I mean, that's your movement. You have your action and your bonus action.
Can I hug him and then use the Helm of Teleportation to get back to the ship?
Technically, yes, and you have a teleportation circle, so yeah, you can. Technically speaking, you could. Technically speaking, you could grab teleport all 4 of them.
Oh, well, let's just do that.
Yeah, there we go. Well, okay.
Wait, whatever happened to the captain?
He's dead.
Where?
Right at the helm.
He exploded.
Is his hat okay?
Roll a d100. His hat is there.
Execute.
Okay.
Oh,
I grab the hat and then teleport.
All right. I have to ask because this is the thing about teleport. Leo and Core, are you both willing?
No.
Also no, yeah.
Why?
Because we just fly right there, Sachi. We're right there. We're fine.
Come on, save me! You can't even fly.
I don't need you to save me. I can fly.
How?
Because Clunk gave me flying.
Was that a spell?
The same way I got over here, yes.
All right, then I'll do counterspell.
It's already
Doesn't work that way.
Okay.
Well, so Leo and Core are not willing. Azalea is willing, but
Hey,
And
let's
he
go,
doesn't
Sam.
and he doesn't realize this until basically mid cast, or she
Yeah.
doesn't.
yeah, Sachi, you suddenly teleport, and as you reappear below deck on on the Gulpy's Jewel,
That's the name.
you realize Leo and Core did not come with you.
No, they're dead.
I will say, as we go to Core's turn, there is one problem.
Should have come with me. Should have came.
Core, you have not finished your wings yet. I believe you're still in the gliding phase.
No, I have active flight. I just can't. It's not like
Oh, that's right. Yeah.
fully.
No, you're right.
It's not like fully active flight.
Right.
So I can
Okay.
basically like fly for a number of rounds.
That's right. I have that listed. Temporary flight up to speed, up to con number of rounds.
Yep.
So yeah.
But
Okay.
I can lengthen it out by gliding though.
All right. So what? So I'm
In worst
assuming.
case scenario, I have other options.
Okay. I assume you are. I assume you're gonna fly back.
Yep.
Alright.
Take a quick moment, kind of look at the wreck ship. Like such a waste, such a waste. And then just kind of unfurl my wings and just kind of catch the updraft that's happening from the ship falling to pull myself away from the ship.
All right. All right. So Core flies up. I will say you'll have to fly back and hope that your flight. What's your con modifier?
5. 1 second. I have to pull it back up. Come on. 5.
5. Okay, so this is your 3rd turn using this.
Oh, here, 1 second. Wings. Whoops, I haven't updated it. I need to update that. And I'm taking the rules from a book that I do not have on this.
From what I have noted, you have temporary flight up to your speed, up to your constitution. No, it says con number of rounds, so I'm assuming that's your modifier.
Yep. Well, actually, here. Yeah, it's all from the Race of the Dragon. Actually, now that I think about it, I have the actual book right over here. Race of the Dragon. There you are.
I mean, we can still like get.
Oh, don't worry. At the very least, I have other ways of getting up. It'd just be, do I basically have to turn into a swan in the process?
A swan.
I mean, and technically speaking,
Sorry, it's not a
Leo-
swan, it's a goose.
Yeah.
Duck.
Feeds, there we go. Page 100. You fly with the speed of 30 feet. You can't fly. You fly safely for a number of rounds equal to your Constitution modifier. You can exert yourself to fly up to twice as long, but you are fatigued at the end of the flight. You are likewise
Okay.
fatigued after spending a total of 10 minutes or more flying per day.
Okay.
You can glide before, after, or between rounds.
All right. So that would be so you can move 60 feet per round. You've fallen 500 feet. So that's 60 times 3. So you will be that's 6 for your regular flight. That is going to be 180 feet. You can, and it says you can double it, but you're going to be like basically taking a level of exhaustion. It sounds like. So that's 5 more times times 60. I'm just making sure
Well-
you can get back.
Well, no, I can get back. Just I won't be able to do it immediately because like I can't.
Okay.
It's because basically consecutive rounds flying, so up to my Constitution modifier, but then I can glide for a little bit, kind of recover, and then get another 5 rounds. As long as it's not 10 minutes, or then I get fatigued if I spend 10 minutes total doing that.
Oh, okay.
So
Okay.
as long as I'm gliding in between those 5 rounds, I'm fine.
Okay. So, okay. Then in that case, we're just going to say you unfurl your wings, you fly off, and you are eventually, it's going to take a little bit.
Yeah,
but
I don't
you're
make it
eventually
back. Exactly. I don't make it back as fast as the others, but
Yeah.
I
you-
just look like I'm taking my time regardless.
Yeah. All right. We're going to move past Clunk. Leo, you're the only one left. Falling in through the air with the with the remaining vampirates. Also, Kor's Echo just kind of I was just imagining either waves or salutes as it falls with the ship.
It'd be entertaining, but no. As soon as I'm 30 feet, or as soon as I'm a certain feet away from it, it just dissipates.
Yeah, it just salutes and then disappears. So, Leo, what do you do?
That depends on 2 answers to 2 questions. I forget where on the world map we are. How far are we from Meta's Den, and how fast is the ship falling?
Jesus.
You're too. Well, here, let's pull back to the world map. You are way too far. You're not going to be able to make it.
That's what I make sure. Okay.
That you're days away.
Where we were. I'll just fly off then.
All right. So, Leo, you jump and you fly off after Core, and eventually it takes Core a little bit longer, but eventually, as the remaining 3 vampirates kind of turn into bats and they kind of flee. They flee. They're gonna fly away. And you guys all watch as this enemy ship falls to its doom. It will basically, upon impact, shatter.
Waste.
And as you watch this explosion of the ship crashing into the earth, that is where we're going to end our session for tonight. That fight took the entire session.
Shit, well, there's a million vampires.
Yeah, it was a big fight. We hadn't had a fight in a while, so it's not a bad thing. Next session, we will not be having any combat.
And that was with
So you
Core doing lots of AoE damage.
Yeah, Core did a lot of damage.
I did something. I made
No,
Clunk
you.
laugh.
I mean,
You did, like,
honestly,
30
you
damage.
all of you, like, I mean, all of you, like, all 6. I mean, even I would argue Clunk like helped with supports, like getting Leo there, because Leo doesn't have a way to fly on his own currently. So like he needed Clunk to cast fly on him to get there.
Oh,
I completely forgot about the other aspect of my incarnation. Basically, I get a 3rd attack a turn.
Oh yeah, you were. You know what? I'm fine with you forgetting that.
But then again, it's just the normal strike with my Warhammer. I can't use the green flame.
Well, I will say, I mean, I figured you guys were gonna decimate these, but this was meant for fun because you guys hadn't had a full scale ship battle before, or at least not for a while. But fun fact, these things, that energy drain attack that they had, one, it was either melee or ranged. They can like they were able to basically either bite you or suck the air and like get it from a ranged thing. But if a humanoid reduced to 0 hit points by this attack instantly dies and transforms into a shadow under my control.
Damn.
So yeah, so literally no death saving throws. If any of you had been reduced to 0 hit points by those attacks, you would have been dead instantly.
I don't think any of us got even close though.
No, unfortunately, these are technically lower CRs, so like they did not like. The problem, the thing was, Core's Spirit Guardians was just like one of the best spells that you could have had. To help you all with that. So they were basically constantly taking radiant damage, and the way Core is built, unless something has a really high to hit and just does a lot of damage, he's not going to really lose concentration very easily.
Da-da-da-da-da-da-da.
Core is your tank.